Now it's immortalised in the award-winning musical Spamalot, which opens in the United Kingdom tomorrow. Written by Eric Idle, it's been a massive hit on Broadway. While the other Pythons have followed different quests, Idle is the only one to revisit the one-legged knights and killer rabbits of yore. Our arts correspondent Nicholas Glass was granted a round-table seat.
I could not believe, I had to pinch myself that we got the 2005 Tony for Best Musical on Broadway. And you think, well, golly, there was Carousel, and now this year it's you. You know, you go, oh my God. So that was something. And then we won a Grammy for the album, which is also extraordinary for us. For people who've had 20 years of people saying, no, go away, hey, forget it, piss off. And we never listen to them. It's been quite something.
The laughter lines are deeply etched, perhaps from repeating some of the same jokes. But at 63, Eric Idle has just had one of the better years of his life. His musical Spamalot, freely and lovingly ripped off from the movie Monty Python and the Holy Grail, has been a smash hit and is about to open in London. Eric's cup, so to speak, runneth over.
Always look on the bright side of death.
Tim Curry leads the cast as King Arthur in a song that sounds more than familiar. The lyrics a little blacker perhaps than they originally were.
Life's a piece of when you look at it. Life's a laugh and death's a joke, it's true.
You'll see it's all a show, keep them laughing as you go.
Just remember that the last laugh is on you.
The sextet of comedians known as Monty Python worked together on television from 1969 to 1974 and then went on to make 4 movies together. Idle, the youngest and, as he puts it, the third tallest, has had a so-so career since. American sitcoms, a lot of voice work, the occasional movie, nothing as memorable as Monty Python. As we know, most of the others got to shine doing other things as well, acting, directing, fronting travel programs.
Once a Python, always a Python?
Well, you know, I think an ex-Python is dead, as in an ex-parrot. So I think we're former Pythons. Hello.
We last encountered Eric Idle on the street in Seattle in 2000. We were filming a new building by Frank Gehry. He was out touring a Python show, the only original Python still doing so.
I've met you once before, you won't remember this. I was filming a Frank Gehry building in Seattle.
Oh my God.
And you were passing by.
On my tour.
On your tour?
Yes. The 2000 tour, that was. Eric Idle Exploits Monty Python, that tour was called.
Please, sir, sure.
Yes. No, the next tour was called the Greedy Bastard Tour. I like challenging titles.
I have to say I was surprised at the time because I thought, you know, I was surprised you were still doing it.
No, I wasn't still doing it. I'd taken it up again recently. I'd been doing sitcom in America and I thought, I want to slit my wrist. And they're paying me $40,000 a week to be in something that I don't think is funny. And I need to get back to what I find is funny. And what I used to find that was funny was making comedy sketches and material and making people laugh live.
Once in every show there comes a song like this. It starts off soft and low and ends up with a kiss.
Eric Idle wrote the lyrics and helped compose the music. He's long wanted to write a musical, but given he wanted to plagiarize a Python screenplay, he had to seek approval from the others, and that can be a sensitive thing to do.
Can I think your reaction by reaction? What did Cleese say?
Cleese was happy too. You mean, why?
No, I'm just curious.
Well, they all were, what they then had was a meeting between themselves, which I wasn't a party to, and they said, well, look, we all rather like this idea. 2 of them wanted to be involved. I think Cleese and Gilliam both were kind of felt they'd like to be involved, and then they talked about it some more and thought, well, maybe we should just hang back and let Eric do it, which I think was a very smart move.
We're knights of the round table, we dance whenever we're able.
Spamalot has the clear potential to become a franchise. It's playing on Broadway. There's a touring American show and productions about to open in Las Vegas and Australia, as well as London. And that could generate tens of millions of dollars, and every Python will benefit financially.
And there is that sense, you know, the Python era is something that, you know, one lives with if you're a Python.
You have to get over it because there's no way to avoid it. And anything you do after that point, it's like being a Beatle. I mean, luckily I had a friend who helped me through that. But there's no way you can avoid that thing. It always comes up all the time. So you have to learn to live with it. And I think I've more successfully learned to live with it than some of the other guys who still are in sort of denial.
So you've pulled it off. Do you feel justified?
I didn't know I was accused of anything. That's a very English way of asking a question. Do you feel justified in putting on a musical that won Best Musical, has made millions of dollars, and is entertaining people around the world? What is your excuse, lad? Yes, I feel justified.
No, but
I think that, you know, that's the English, isn't it? The pursuit of unhappiness is the English way. I don't think as long as it's not successful. That's why we love our English football team. They must be unsuccessful abroad. We did very good abroad. You know, we won an away leg 4-0, and now we're bringing it home, and hopefully we'll do well in front of the home supporters. And they won't kill us too badly for having been successful abroad.
Terry Jones is one Python who seems to be very grateful. What with a few marital problems, he had need of a new house. Spamalot has apparently helped to pay for one, and Terry rang Eric to tell him he was his hero.
Mrs. Klaus with a dead cow. Our main headline tonight, schoolboy Michael Hamer has been jailed for life for the murder of 11-year-old Joe Geeling. Hamer, who's now 15, admitted killing Joe after luring him to his house. He'll serve a minimum of 12 years, a sentence the police said was too lenient. We're back to